So hey guys, um, this is TT, and this is my, I think this is my vlog. I think this is a vlog video. Um, this is kind of weird. These are actually, these are leggings. I'll prove it. This is the waist of the legging, and these are the legs. And I just cut the middle out. Just but then anyway, it's a little weird right now in this angle sitting like this. To me, I think it's weird. The light is really bright and it's weird, but everything gets weird sometimes. But here I am designing my own clothes, sort of, kind of. These are leggings. They're actually really kind of see-through now that I'm looking at them. And I have this big belly. And so anyway, so this is my vlog. I would stand up and show you my leggings from behind, but I'm sure that YouTube would take my monetization away for this. So it's just everybody's uptight. I mean, it's really weird. You can go on TV, you can go on YouTube, you can and see Cardi B's whole bottom, Meg the Stallion's whole ass. We can talk about WAP. But for some reason, if I got up and turned around, I guarantee they'd take away my monetization. And I'm fully clothed. I know you guys want me to do it, but these are my drawers, and I'm putting ruffles on them. I mean, I have other ones. These are my full, like, granny panty. Black satin. This is only, I don't sew much because it hurts. They say arthritis, but that makes you sound really old. So whatever. But I can't do real tedious stuff with my hands. It hurts. So I'm putting these ruffles on my underwear. I don't like the word panties. It sounds so perverted to me to say panties. So anyway, I use this really thick embroidery thread and a big needle. Because I can't use those little... That's insane to me. I don't know how anybody can do that. But see the little... You can't really see. But these, I mean, because of the lighting, it's just so bizarre. But anyway, I really am not into sewing. I wish that I could not have to sew this. Alright, how am I doing this? So I'm not going to do it right at this second. Well, maybe I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, start at the bottom, start at the top. Is this inside out? Well, that's the first thing, is it's inside out. So we don't want to, I don't want to sew it on the inside. I want to do the outside. I want to do it on my bum, on my behind. So when I wear skirts and dresses. Anyway, I've been wanting this. I've been wanting ruffles on my panties. That's the worst word in the world. For a long time. And to buy drawers with ruffles is really expensive. It's insane. So I had these. I have a bunch of these satin full bottoms. Instead of granny panties, I think they should be just called full bottoms, because I'm telling you, grannies don't wear these. Anybody that doesn't want stuff going up their butt wears these. Alright, let's try this. Let me see my scissors. So, yeah, I just like to change things as far as my clothes go. Um, which you should know that about me probably. Oh, this is not looking attractive either, but it is. It's not right at the moment in this angle. I'm definitely gonna have to stand and show you. But it does whatever. This is a horrible video. I want to stop it immediately. I can't seem to talk right. It happens a lot on my YouTube videos is I get um blah, 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 like cotton mouth. Or I can't speak right. Oh, that's not oh so but I just want to keep going. I can't worry about that. Because I don't really have an agenda of what I want to say. I just want to document my journey. Ugh, I hate this. I just don't like sewing. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. But when you sew, I mean, when you adjust clothes, you have to sew a little, somewhat. Oh my God. I hate this. So I'm just trying to get it done. You know what I mean? Just do it. I mean, and the fabric, it's kind of scrunching up on these. This is how I learn. This is how I do. I just have to do things. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Just do it. Just do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. And so I've learned some things driving Lyft. Um, I have a relationship with my source, with my God. And my God told me years ago that my job with Lyft was going to groom me. That's what the words into my destiny. So it has. So far, it has done a lot. I've learned so much. I feel like I screwed this up. I did. How am I gonna? Well, I'm just gonna have to keep going. Um, and and it has. It's taught me a lot. It's made me a boss. And some people think when I say I'm a boss, they think that I'm in charge of people and I order people around. And that's not what a boss does. I'm a boss because what I mean is I'm my own boss. I decide when I work and how long I work and what rides I take. Okay, please get the hell normal. And but I've also learned stuff like taking charge of my space. Oh God, does my hair look weird? Um, taking charge of my space. So because I'm the driver, you know what I mean, and people are in my car and I'm driving them places, I have to. Most people know this, but intoxicated people don't. That since I'm the driver and it's my car and like I control the space, like it can't be chaos in my car while I'm driving. Um and when I'm driving people, everybody's the same. You know, I treat everybody the same, whether you're young, old, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, male, female. It doesn't education, money, it doesn't matter. You're a person that I'm driving. So I can't be intimidated whether you're, the president of the United States or you're I don't know what would be the opposite of the president. You know what I mean? Or whether you're a poor a, a elderly person that's I'm picking up from the ER. This is what I hate. See, it's pulling. It's this is so. It's not because I'm old. It's not really arthritis. It's this little tiny stuff that's just too much. It's just too much. So yeah, I don't enjoy sewing at all. So one other thing, I've learned so much. It hurts too. I need one of those little rubber fingers. My nose is itching. So a major thing that I've learned, and I keep forgetting, so hold on. What is it that I want to say? I don't know. Oh, okay. This is major. Is to distract myself. So, like what I'm doing right now, I'm trying not to put too much into sewing. Like I'm just doing it. Like I'm not sitting here all quiet, focused on this. This is what I'm doing. It's sort of in the background. And I've learned whenever I start itching, my ear itches, my stomach itches. It's bizarre. I will have random itches over my body for some freaking reason. It used to be my nose would itch when I would be talking about source stuff, and I don't know what I'm really sensitive to everything. So who knows why I have to itch. But distracting yourself is a big deal. It's important to learn to do that. Like when I would be out driving or whatever, right? Everybody seems to hate work. That word, work. Everybody hates it. So I never like to say that I was working because right away my brain goes, ugh, yuck. And I try not to focus on how much money I've made. And I know that's crazy, right? Oh, you got to focus on money. But it takes away the pleasure of it, it takes away the joy. So I had to learn to distract myself from work. I call it distract myself, but I had to learn to do other things. Like I talk to people. I listen to music. I do all kinds of things when I'm driving, when I'm doing rides. I don't have conversations that are going to bring me down. I don't fight. I don't cause trouble. Like all those things, like drama and fighting. Oh my God, what happened? And it brings your vibration down. So I really see now my head is itching and my shoulders itching. Bizarre, right? To me, and it hurts my stomach. Like that has become my life. I think it's weird, honestly, to itch. Come on, get it through. So if you're doing something that you got to kind of learn to trick your brain in life. Because your brain is just a computer that you program. And so it gets programmed every day of your life, especially when you're a kid. We influence each other. So social media influencers, and I always wanted to be a social media influencer. Not always, but I mean for the past few years. But we all are. We all influence each other. But, TV, radio, social media all influences us more than you'd even know. So we learn to dread our lives. We learn that if people aren't physically around us, affirming us, then we're alone and we don't belong here. And oh God, it's just not true. You're not alone because your creator is always with you. You're not alone because you're answered prayer. Because you have purpose, and because you're loved. Even if you don't feel it, even if people don't say it, fuck, You are loved by angels. You are loved by spiritual beings. You are loved by the Creator. You are loved by your ancestors. Whether your family affirms you, supports you, or validates you, your ancestors do. And energy is real. So, like, deceased people are real. So they're with you. And they care very much about the details of your life. You're very important. And the creator of the whole freaking universe cares very deeply for you. Every detail of you matters to the universe. Okay, so I hate this and this sucks. Another thing I do sort of like to do is rant and rave a little bit sometimes. It relieves it. I get it out. I don't keep it in. But if you see, I already got a row done already. If you just keep going, if you just do things and like distract yourself by like listening to music or talking or something, before you know it, it's done. And you know what I mean? Like, just do things and don't think too much about doing them. So I learned that through driving Lyft, because I, instead of counting miles or counting how much money I made or how much time I was spending, you know what I mean? I decided to focus on enjoying myself, because I have to work a lot in my life. And everything, you know, can be negative and frustrating in traffic, whatever. Spending long hours driving. So I would make myself as happy as I could. Okay, let's see. That's really high up there. So I'm going to do the bottom. And then I got to rub my hands. So I don't know if it's age, what arthritis, if you look it up, there's a spiritual cause. Let me take this out. There's a spiritual cause to everything. That, and I don't know, arthritis is like turning on yourself. It's kind of a form of self-hate. It's a result of self-hate. And I've definitely hated on myself most of my life, but I don't anymore. So I feel like a lot of things, whatever. I feel like a lot of things, a lot of trauma and tension, you know, our energy is really important. So when we're really intense, or when we overwork ourselves, or when we make things happen too much, we get tense, and all that tension hurts our bodies, like our joints and our bones. So we need to relax. We need to let go. I like to listen to meditation music. You know what I mean? I can't be spending lots of time doing this, because it's pulling and and it will hurt me. So it might not be arthritis. It might be like a carpal tunnel thing. But regardless, it's about resting, relaxing, being free, going with the flow, not being so intense. It's like that energy of having to prove yourself. And that when you try to prove yourself, you're really saying, I'm not valuable and I have to prove it. I need other people to validate me. It's the opposite of what really valuing yourself is. When you really know who you are, you don't need to prove that to anybody. So you can relax and enter this rest. And rest is important, that you learn to attract instead of chase. You learn to allow instead of make it happen. You allow it to happen. Things will come to you. You will manifest what you're supposed to at the perfect time that you can receive it. Perfect. So when you force things to happen, or when you make things happen or stuff like that, one, you wear yourself out, and two, is it's probably not the best timing in your life. Trusting is important, but it's complicated because we can't always trust, because we have a lot of trauma in us, in our inner child, and it affects our ability to trust and to let go. So it's not really your fault that you can't trust. It's a result of inner child trauma. Mm-hmm. So I need something bigger. Like, I need to just like press a button and have a gun. You know what I mean? Like, do they make those things where instead of sewing, it's so hard on your hands? I'm going to try to look up something another way. So yeah, this is what I did with my clothes is really like primitive. Oh, and it was cute today. I mean, I'll show you. This is I made my own little, and it was cute. Yeah, when I cut it, I, you know what I mean? This was too open, and it was too open. And so I used a little tie for my hair, and it works for me. Is it the most perfect thing in the universe? No, it's very primitive. It's cutting and hair tie. Uh, you know what I mean? But it's good enough for me. That's the key. Is life and your hair and your face and your clothes and what you're doing in life, it just needs to work for you. Nobody else. It's your life. And, doing things that are easy for yourself, that are good for yourself, approving of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Is instead of criticizing, instead of putting down, instead of having a whip. So that's what I'm learning is, affirm myself and celebrate myself and be good to myself. So I will show you my, because, YouTube isn't going to control me. You know how I am. I don't like control. Control is a low vibration energy, and, So, I'm sorry. All right, what's happening? All right. So I learned that my belly, I've learned from my soulmate that my belly is beautiful, and I really do love it. Like, I did some OF videos last night, and I watched them, and I loved my body. It's mine. It's unique to me. It's perfect. And so, walking through life like that, loving myself and feeling beautiful, is so much better than walking through life criticizing and fault finding. I didn't cut this side as much as I cut this side, so I need to cut it a little bit more to make it lower because I like it low. It sucks. Always looking for somebody else's approval, and in your head just feeling intimidated by life and not good enough. I realized that today, that I am enough. I am enough. And my life is for me. And my body is my house. So I'm for me, not against me. So this is me. if you don't like me, I mean, there's not if you don't like me. Of course you like me. You're only not liking me if you don't like yourself. And I can't control if you don't like yourself. I want you to like yourself. So this is my body. It is unique to me. It is perfect for me. Ouch. So these are these, I haven't worn these leggings in a while. But yeah, it's really cute. It matches perfectly. My leggings were next to each other in my cubby. When I pulled these leggings out, this was with them. And I was like, oh, they match so well. So, with my little slippers. So, make yourself happy. It's okay to do that. That's what you're supposed to be doing in life. You know what I mean? If you're not happy, how can you make anybody else happy? You can't. You actually focus inward instead of outward. Get the inward, get the peace, get the comfort, get the inside, and the outside will take care of itself. So I love you guys. Ouch. Thanks for I get some pain on my lower back is it cracks and stuff. It feels like it's bone on bone. Ugh. But it's going to be okay because it's going to be. I'm learning better and better self-care and self-love, and I think that, and letting go of trauma and negative energy altogether. I've let go of all judgment, all expectations, all unforgiveness. Not holding on to any negative things. So, mwah. I love you guys. Thanks for being here on my journey. Thanks for witnessing me, seeing me. Mwah. I wish you the best, and until next time, mwah, I love you. Look at my new tongue ring. It's got a heart. Mwah.